When you see Activision up there, you know it's gonna be bad. Game Over 86 back, guys, and I am going to be addressing my opinions, my thoughts on what I think of Activision really hurting Spyro. I believe that some of the rumors, some of the speculating, and we need to know some answers. I wanna know some answers. I know a lot of people have reached out on Twitter and Reddit and all that, and Activision hasn't gotten back with him. Supposedly, we don't know the full, you know, message behind all this, but it's about a little purple dragon. I mean, what did he ever do to you guys? Besides sell, you know, a shitload of copies for PlayStation 1. And then you know, Insomniac allowed other companies to take over them, and they just went down the drain after the trilogy, the only trilogy in my opinion of Spyro. I just want to know. I just did a video over this, guys, and I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I want to know what you guys are going to be doing. I'm a diehard old school 3D platform gamer. I grew up with Spyro. I grew up with Crash in the early 90s. In the mid 90s, late 90s, I grew up with him. I was old enough to buy him myself. And the games are so fun. But when you see stuff online that Activision possibly could be doing, where the first game's on the disc and the other two are digital downloads, that's when you know that that's not right. When you bring back Crash and you can put all three games on one disc, by the way, that was a great, you know, it was a great trilogy. And then you're getting hyped for the Spyro Trilogy, and a lot of people haven't experienced the Spyros. I was grateful enough to play all three of them. Like I said, my old video that I just talked about last week about how Spyro was such a great game that I could have missed out on if my friend didn't have that. And he would have missed out on Crash, which is crazy because a lot of people didn't miss out on that. But a lot of people did overlook Spyro because of Crash and all these other great games that were on the PlayStation 1. So a lot of people, and even people that weren't born around this time that are just now going to get experience this type of Spyro, these are the best trilogy games. There's no other Spyro out there that's that good, this good. I played all three of them and beaten them all except for the second one, or it was the third one. I can't remember. I didn't beat it all the way through, but I have played them enough to enjoy the story. And I think what it was is just my buddy moved away or needed it back or something. I never did get it back. And the games are very expensive right now and hard to find. And if you do find it complete in a case, I mean, you're paying sometimes, you know, for 2 or 3 of them, you're paying $150, or for just a separate one, you're paying $45, $50, and that's ridiculous for PlayStation 1 games. And we were getting excited. I was getting excited. I'm always excited for old school games like this that need to be ported. These are games that need to be ported, not the, you know, the over ones that are just completely just every gen. You're like just beating it to a bush, to a dead bush, you know. And when I watch Spyro and I hear these rumors of Activision possibly making the first game on disc and then the other two you have to do digital download, I always think and question myself, you know, Blu-ray and whatnot. I know for a fact that Blu-ray holds 25 gig on each side, so that's 50 gig total. That's where the PS3 really dominated, you know, the Xbox, because the Xbox and HD DVDs, they could only hold like a max of 35 gig, which, you know what, to debate all that later, I'm jumping off, you know, subject, you know, let me digress. What I'm saying is, none of them games mattered anyway because they didn't use the full potential 50 gig on the Blu-ray and the PlayStation 3. Hell, we're getting games now that are 100 gig, and that was in 2006. But what I'm saying is, what I'm using it as is you can fit every Spyro game. You can fit every Spyro game on one Blu-ray disc. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what Activision thinks on this. I know for a fact you can. There are people out there that have modded these things and put these on engines, and it's like, really? I personally am going to still buy this. I'm still leery about it. I will be disappointed, you know, a year from now or a month or 2 from now if the sales are bad. And then they change their way and they're like, oh, we're going to put an extra disc on it. I'm still cautious about all this. I wanted to talk to you guys about it and kind of give, you know, get your guys' thoughts and opinions on it, obviously. But to me, it seems like it's just about the money. to Activision. It's always been about the money to Activision, and it's sad because they've ruined some game companies out there that had a lot of good people. In my opinion, this ain't a shot at them. This is just fact. Activision used to care about companies, and just kind of like all the other ones out there, like EA and all that. They used to actually give a shit if the game sold. They didn't care about how much money they wanted to make. Well, I mean, they did care about the money, but they cared about the game quality. A lot of companies did, and there's still companies that do. And I know Insomniac's one of my top 3 favorite game company developers of all time, and to me, it seems like a slap in the face. I don't know if Insomniac Games was okayed with this. Did they know about it? If it is true, did they say it was okay to, hey, let's put one game on a disc and then sell the other people the digital copy? There's so many things that could go wrong with this game that's going to hurt Activision in the long run, man. And I know because I'm the man. And you know why I'm the man? Because I'm wearing the best in the world CM Punk t-shirt. And this is why I believe I'm the man. And I'm going to tell you guys, Activision, why it's not a good business decision. And hopefully one of you will hear me, and hopefully one of you guys will message me and let me know. And you probably won't. But that's okay, because this is what I do on here. And if you don't like it, you can turn to another channel where they're hyping you up all the time and saying, oh man, have you seen the new Call of Duty? Which that's a different video for a different time. By the way, stay tuned for that one. I'm sure you guys are really going to be enjoying Black Ops 4 again. Or should I say Black Ops 3 remade? Anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. Activision, there's numerous things, and I'm going to name a few of them right now. If you sell the game at a disc and then the other 2 at a digital, first off, your sales, a lot of people are going to cancel pre-orders. A lot of people probably won't buy the game. And a lot of people were really looking forward to owning the physical copy, especially with all 3 of them on one disc. That is a problem for you guys. You guys, though, don't care because you have too much money. And I know you don't give a shit because, really, it's not even your baby. I mean, you're taking over just like you do with Crash, and you're like, oh, Crash was a great success. Well, thanks, Naughty Dog, because they're the ones that made it a success in the first time. So, like, learn the business, I believe, when it comes to marketing and business, because you guys are really throwing this down the drain, or really squandering this great opportunity to revive a great trilogy. I'm talking a top tier. Perfection, dude. This trilogy that I played in the 90s, besides the Crash one, there wasn't nothing even close to it on the PlayStation 1 when it came to this type of style of platformer. Open world, collectathon, whatever you want to call it. Story characters you guys can get behind. But here's another reason, Activision, why I believe that it's not a good thing. If somebody buys the game, okay, and I'm not saying I'm going to do it because I wouldn't do that, but I'm going to tell you, people are out there that do this. Somebody buys the game, and they put the disc in, and they download, or they get the first game, obviously, and then they're like, what the hell? And then they realize it's on a digital, the little sheets. Well, first things first, they're going to just download the digital codes and whatnot if they don't even want to, play the first one, and just take it back. And then now what? You're going to have somebody buy another game or a used game, take it to GameStop. How do you know the codes work? So now, instead of getting that resale value, because you're already getting the money at $60, but what you're not understanding is there's going to be a lot of people using the codes and taking them back. There's going to be a lot of people out there that are just wanting to play the game or selling the codes as whole, and you never know if it's going to be used or not, or already been tampered with, messed with. And it's sad because that's a big key of selling a game. And if I were you guys, I would put the codes in the game itself, in the disc, in a physical form. And then if you're going to do it digitally, forget the codes on paper. I mean, I don't agree with everything they do. I understand you're a business and you have to make money. But a lot of the times, the people that are spending money for you guys to live in your big-ass houses and, that you guys don't even own a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch or a PC, these are the people that pay your bills and put you up in them nice-ass houses, that you guys don't necessarily deserve fully, because all you're doing is just taking all the money from all of us and wanting us to pay for digital downloads. Well, hope to God you never lose the license to that, and then you guys decide to just take that away and do away with it or shut down any servers online. That's for another day too. Let me digress one more time. The point I'm saying, guys, is Spyro the Dragon to me was one of the best trilogies, and when I see Activision, which I'm still going to buy the game, and I'm going to take my chances with it. I'm looking forward to playing all three again, reliving that trilogy, the reignited, remastered, whatever you want to call it. It was amazing. I thought the game was great, but to see Activision kind of throw it in the dirt and put their feet on its head, put their foot on its head and just sit there and laugh about it is kind of funny if we don't get no answers about all this. And this is the stuff that EA, I think, had to learn with their microtransactions that Activision still don't give a shit about. And it's sad because there's so many great people that haven't got to experience this game, and there's so many people that have, but you're really stifling and hurting some of the gaming community and culture, in my opinion, because of this. If I take a game and I want to put a digital code in it, well, who's to say that they're not going to return it? I mean, that's a policy that, like, I know Walmart has. You can return the game now. And you could already had 2 free games. Well, Activision, what's going to happen when they take your game back and get their $50 or $40 back, and you think, oh, I made a sale, but then they return it and they just take your 2 games? What are you going to do about that? I mean, that's the problem you're running into. But if you just put it on a physical disc, you ain't got to worry about anybody taking the code and bringing it back. And then you losing out on that money. I'm telling you, it will happen. And you guys will literally realize this won't sell nearly like Crash for that reason. But if you guys are going to do a digital code, my advice to you, at least put it in the disc. So when you put the disc in, yeah, you get the first game, but there's codes in the first game that make you download the second and third. And once you download it, it's locked. Like, it tells you that. There's a way you can do it digitally. There's a way you can do it through the physical disc. And that's what I would do if you guys are still leery about it. But I want to know what my subscribers, my fans, my friends that talk about this, I want to know what you guys think. Leave me a message down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is it crazy that we're sitting here, in 2018, still debating why 3 games from the PlayStation 1 era, it can't be on one disc? I mean, that's ridiculous if this is true. I want to know, though, your guys' thoughts and opinions. I want to know what you guys think. Are you going to go out and still get the game? Are you going to cancel your pre-order if you already did? Are you going to just go and get the codes and take them back and get yourself a deal? Or I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think of Activision going forward. And stay tuned, guys, for some new videos coming up. As always, guys, if you guys like my channel, hit the thumbs up, share this video. If you do want to subscribe and you want to see more Game Over 86, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. Turn them on, all of them on, so that you can stay up to date when I post videos, because, well, that's just the world we live in now with YouTube not always, notifying everybody. And make sure you guys leave me comments down below and follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link like I always do down in the description. And I want you guys to stay safe. I want you guys to take care of one another. I want you guys to have fun, enjoy gaming for what it is. And like I said before, Game Over is always 86ing the motherfucking out. And I'm really, really, really tired of Activision pulling our strings and turning us down like this and really just not caring about the gaming world, man. And that's what's hurting. Anyway, guys, Game Over 86 is out. Peace.